And we're live. Hello. So this is a October Patreon hangout, and as you can see, I am all by myself. I'm sure the people that said they may be able to make it will show up when they're able to do so. Worst case scenario, it'll just be me hanging out with you guys. Because Jeff is also going live at like 4, so I only have an hour with you people. How about, because I don't want to wear my headphones over my hat, and I can't wear my headphones under my hat. So type 1 if the audio is good, or 2 if it's bad. If it's bad, then I will figure something else out. I'm just kind of messing with my headphones here so the cord doesn't like cause it to fall. Cause it to fall. 1, it's good. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, and we have a Brett. Hello, Brett.
Hello.
Oh, my headphones are very quiet. Hang on. Let me turn up the volume so I can hear you without having to actually put them on. All right, say something.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Great.
Yeah, just got home from work, so.
Oh yeah, how was work?
Not too bad. I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow, so.
Oh, that starts tomorrow. That's you're going to England, yeah?
Yeah, going to London.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yep.
Oh, you're going to be in London for Halloween.
Yes, I was last year, too.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, last year I went to see Young Frankenstein on a theater show, Young Frankenstein on Halloween. That was fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm not brave enough to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show on Halloween, though.
Why not?
Because in London, it's a section of London I don't like going to at night. It's not the theater's not in the best section of London, so.
Okay, fair enough. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show live because there's just something different about watching Rocky Horror Picture Show in the theater where they play the movie, but then you have like all of these people, like local actors that'll dress up as the characters and kind of act along in front of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And then like all the audience interaction with it is just so much fun. Like when I went, like people had brought like a loaf of bread. So when they said like a toast, like they were handing out bread beforehand, just so when someone said a toast, we could throw toast at the stage. And like, it's so awesome. Like I love that shit.
Yeah, I generally try to see a theater show. If I can find a decent enough ticket, I might go see the Book of Mormon because I've heard that's supposed to be really good.
I've heard it's really good too, and I haven't gotten the chance to see it. I don't know if the Book of Mormon is available on video or if it's just in theaters.
Yeah, that's I'm not sure about. I wanted to go see Spamalot, but it's not showing right now.
Aw. Yeah, that's a good show too. Fuck, there's so many good theater shows. The last one, I don't know if it's the last one I went to, but the one that really sticks out for me that I went to was I saw Hair. Not Hairspray, but Hair.
Okay.
So like Hairspray and Hair are like both done around the same time. They're both like set in the 60s, but completely opposite social groups are represented. So like Hairspray is all about the big hair and like, yes, interracial relationships and like I'm gonna wear my hair how I want to and dance how I want to and that whole thing. And then Hair, so just Hair is about the hippies in the 60s. So not so much the like interracial couples in the inner city, but mostly like, you know, hippies and trying to avoid the draft and like the Vietnam War and all that stuff. But Hair is like, oh man, I fucking loved that show when I went and saw it. Like my favorite line is this hippie chick who falls in love with this guy and then she gets pregnant, and one of the lines that she says is, Claude is my sun, my moon, and my grass. And like, that's the only line from the whole show that I can remember all these years later. And I remember like when my mom and my stepdad took me to see Hair, we were going to the Fifth Avenue Theater in Seattle.
Okay.
It's like a really nice theater. And so because we were going to a performance, they were like, oh, it's a really nice theater. Like, let's dress up. And I was thinking like, we'll dress up like hippies. And they're like, no, let's dress up fancy and really nice because we're going to the theater and it's this big thing. And I was like, that seems a little weird to go to like a musical about hippies dressed up like yuppies, but okay. So we did that, and then we show up, and we were literally the only nice, like only people dressed really nice. Like everybody else there was all dressed like decked out 60s hippie style, and it was just like some people like wore sandals just so they could walk around the theater barefoot. It was really just kind of silly. Oh, hello, Matt. And let me say hello to the chat. Hello, Beard Barian and Sergeant Derpy and K-Derp. K-Derp and Sergeant Derpy, are you the same person? I feel like you guys are the same person. That's no cheating. No cheating. But yeah, so today's stream, since it is getting so close to Halloween, I figured I would dress up in a silly costume. And originally I was planning on doing this. I was gonna wear this moppy wig and be a clown, but I need to do some maintenance on this wig because like while you hold it in your hand, it looks fine. It just gets real flat. Like, see, I'm like holding my hands out like a head, and look how flat that is. It's just,
needs a little work.
It needs some love. It's been sitting in a pile of costumes for so long. So I decided, no, go, get back up there. No, stay. God damn it, stay. Costumes have a mind of their own. So I decided to go with this wig, and this was all tangled, so I tried to brush it, and this is a real cheap wig. Like, I started brushing it and like it was losing hair. Like, I think I got like 2 giant balls of wig hair just trying to brush it. So I gave up and I was just like, I'll just braid it because it looks like a hot mess. And I want to be hot, not a hot mess. That would be not so good. Let's see. Is Jeff in the chat? I don't see Jeff in the chat. Let's see. Oh, hello, Sabrina. Good morning from Australia. Oh, yeah, you guys are 17 hours ahead of us, so that would be definitely morning when you got it. Yeah. The jig is up. Yeah. Yep. You guys are the same people. So, along with the Halloween theme, because usually when we do these, like, Patreon streams, we just kind of shoot the shit, and we've been talking a lot the past month, I feel like, just kind of back and forth. So, I thought maybe we could have a little spoopy stream and tell like our cheesy, dorky, and or scary Halloween stories. So do you have any creepy stories to tell, Brett?
Creepy stories? No. I have stories. I have theater stories of people doing really stupid things, but from my time in the theater, that was fun.
Well, like, I'm all ears. Tell me away.
Well, let's see. I was an assistant directing a play once, and for about 8th or 9th graders, and the lead actress, she went on stage, froze, forgot her lines, and decided to turn around and walk off the stage.
Oh no!
And apparently, I don't remember doing this, but apparently the people in the audience, all of a sudden you see her being shoved back on stage by these pair of hands just shoving her back on stage.
Oh, that poor girl. You said it was the lead actress?
Yes.
The poor girl probably had such bad stage fright.
Yeah, at the time I wasn't taking her feelings into consideration. I was like, the show must go on.
Do the thing you're supposed to do. Whoa. Yeah. I just did so much at my computer. Whoops. Okay, yeah. So that's I guess some side effects of what I'm drinking. So normally people have rum and Coke, right? And y'all know I'm a motherfucking pirate, but I don't feel like drinking hard rum since I have to work tomorrow. Yeah. So instead, what I have is a cocoa and Coke.
Okay.
So it's coconut rum and Coke.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually surprisingly Like, I don't drink soda. I am not a soda person, but somehow we have a 2 liter of Coca-Cola and it needs to get drank. I'm not just going to dump it
Yeah.
because someone wanted to buy Coca-Cola for like one night. But I was surprised. Like, so rum and Coke to me is disgusting. I don't think it tastes like they don't mix very well. Kind of like a Jack and Coke. I don't think the cola really enhances the flavor of the booze and vice versa. I think they kind of counteract each other and it just tastes weird. But the coconut rum and the Coca-Cola, like it goes together pretty damn well. It almost tastes like a vanilla Coke.
Nice.
Except for coconut. Oh, so I'm not the only person that's done this. Cool, Sabrina. Way to like, yeah. Oh, you heard okay, so Matt heard another guy's voice and thought it was Jeff. Yeah, no, Jeff is setting up for his stream, which is starting at 4. So he's over in the garage and he's watching Winter from my stream. But this is Brett. Brett is one of my patrons and the only person that has been in literally every single Patreon stream since I started doing them this year, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, it's nice that you usually schedule them for like at 5 o'clock my time, and I'm usually home from work between 5 and 7, so I can always make them with it at that time, even if I'm working that day.
Yeah, I try to do them in the afternoon because, like, as much as I would like to do them at 12 p.m. Pacific or like 3 p.m. Eastern, most people on like a Sunday or a Saturday, if they just got shit going on, they figure if I do it in like 3 p.m., middle of the afternoon, it's a little bit more doable for people. And somehow they always just end up being like an hour long. Like I'd like to go longer, but at the same time, like Jeff has been planning this stream for a while and I totally spaced it this month because I went down to Los Angeles last weekend to hang out with Lacey for her birthday. Okay. And I thought I had another 2 weeks in October. I didn't realize I only had 1 weekend left in October. So when I came back on Monday, I was like, fuck, I have to do that. I kind of owe people to like hang out with me.
Yeah, one thing I was telling Jeff and one of his morning things, like for travel, if you guys know you're going someplace and have like a little more time, I might be able to find a decent, like cheap flight because I work for an airline, so that flies out of Eugene.
Oh, so yeah, that's true. I don't know. You don't have to say it because I don't want you to dox yourself or anything, Brett. But like, I have a rewards program with United because I've flown like they're one of the big ones that fly out of Eugene specifically. It's like United and Delta and
yeah. I mean, I don't mind about the thing. I mean, I don't work for United. I work for Delta, so.
Oh yeah. See, my friend flies. He has a job where like he lives here in Eugene, but he has to fly out of state every single week. Like he comes home for the weekends, but he flies out of state Monday and then flies back home on Friday. And he flies through Delta. So he's got like, you know, their rewards thing. But every time I've flown, like United has had the better price. So I just decided, like after the 3rd time of flying with them, I was like, I might as well just join their rewards program and like gain some points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you have good luck finding cheap flights, that's great. If somebody's you have a problem finding cheap flights, I can look it through our system a little bit better than Pearson can on the website. So
yeah, that's true. And the other thing that's nice about United is at least this last year, so this year, VidCon partnered with United. So even though I'm a rewards member, I still got the like extra bonus discount of using the like group flight order code that they gave to VidCon. So I was like, cool. So if they do that again this year, as long as like the wedding I'm going to doesn't overlap with VidCon, then I'll be doing that again. So
cool. Yeah, VidCon looks really cool. I'd like to go there sometime, but
you should definitely come. Well, that's the thing, because like I really want to go to VidCon this next year, of course. Like it seems like a plan, but at the same time, like I know I have a wedding I also have to go to in the summer. Shu and Greg are getting married and they invited us. And
they're getting married. Okay, I knew they were engaged. I didn't know when they had set a date yet.
Yeah. So they're getting married in summer of 2019, but like I don't know the date yet, and I don't know if it's gonna be like where it's gonna be. So it's kind of up in the air. So I can't really buy my VidCon tickets until I figure that out, because I don't want to buy them and then have to like cancel and get refunded or like only get half of my money back, because I'm sorry, their wedding kind of takes precedent over VidCon, but I would really like to go to both. So
yeah, definitely.
If I go, then I will adamantly like make sure to do. I'm kind of gonna steal Shu's idea of having like a Patreon dinner. She does that at VidCon every year, where she takes her patrons out and they all like go out to dinner.
Very cool.
Right? I really like that idea, and I thought about doing it this year, but I was like, I hadn't really set up my Patreon yet at that point for VidCon. I think I set it up like right after VidCon ended. But next year I want to do that, have like a dinner of for both Jeff's patrons and mine. So like anyone on Patreon, like for both of us, can just come hang out and like I'll have some goodies to give away to people.
Yeah, like myself going to VidCon, I wouldn't go there to go to VidCon. I'd go to see people that I've interacted with online, like you and Jeff. Because going to VidCon itself doesn't really interest me, but seeing people like that I know who are going to be there is what I'd go for, like for a day or so.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I go. Like, that's my favorite thing about VidCon is really just like a family reunion for all of my internet friends. Like, most of my internet friends are other YouTubers or people that I know through YouTube. So like, I go to VidCon so I can hang out with them. This last year, I ended up getting me and Jeff the creator passes. It's like before I got the community pass because I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to go to any of the talks. I'm not interested in that. I'll just get the like uber basic pass just so we can get in to do the like fan meetups, which are inside the area. And then this year I was like, you know what, like I should probably go to a couple of panels just because, it seems really weird to pay all this money and not experience it.
Yeah.
I went, and some of the panels were pretty cool. But again, I didn't really utilize all of the potential with my pass. And then I ran into Sofane and Fat Pat, and they were talking about like their favorite part of VidCon. It's not about, I mean, like they love hanging out with their friends, but besides hanging out with other YouTubers, their favorite part of VidCon is not the panels or the talks or anything like that, but the actual like show floor. Because I guess they have one, like the very bottom floor of VidCon is all just kind of like you would at like a Comic-Con or like an expo show where there's a bunch of booths of like companies and you can go around and stuff. They give away so much shit. Like Pat and Fane were showing me all of the stuff that they got in one day, just walking around that little showroom. And they were like, yeah, we got away with probably almost $2,000 worth of free shit.
That's worth it.
Right? Like they're just like, no, we're from Canon. We want you to buy our cameras. Here, have this. Oh, we're from Panasonic. Have this. Oh, we're from Yeti. Have this. Like, oh fuck, give me stuff. I will make room in my luggage for free shit.
Definitely.
So I wanna make sure that we do that next year because that's part of it I haven't really experienced. I've just gone, I've seen like 1 or 2 panels, I've gotten really drunk with my friends, and I've hung out in front of the play button, and yeah, like should probably do more with my pass.
Now, I'm sure you must have some fun spooky stories from being on the road as long as you were.
I do have some spoopy stories. I'm trying to think of one from when I was traveling that I can remember off the top of my head. I can't really think of anything traveling related right now. My brain's kind of mush because I've been trying to edit my memoir episode 1 for season 2 all weekend. But like I moved all of the video footage over from the cameras to my computer yesterday morning when Jeff went out shooting. And then I was about to start editing on it, and I realized that I didn't really have to, but it makes it easier for me. So I'm rambling, but let me get there. So my cameras, when I record an episode, like I'll just do one take, right? Just like all the way through, just telling my stories. But for some reason, the cameras format it and they'll like cut it into 2 or 3 videos, even though it's like one video. Mm-hmm. And that's fine if I only have like maybe 1 or 2 camera angles that I'm dealing with. I can just kind of, once I sync the audio up, I can just kind of edit from there. But this season, I'm using 3 different camera angles in the same video. So that's a lot of it's a hot mess to try to remember, okay, like which piece belongs to what, and like where, if I move one piece, am I gonna have to like scroll all the way down to the front to where they're two different pieces and connect them and then slide it over. So to make it easier for me, I went into Premiere and I took like let's say camera 1, season 2, episode 1, part 1, and I combined it with season 2, episode 1, part 2, and then I exported that so it's just one solid video instead of 2 of them. And I did that for all of the episodes of season 2 yesterday, and like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's like because they're 20 to 30 minute videos that I have to. Oh, did we lose? We lost her. She was there for a second, then we lost her. She'll come back.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I saying?
That you're trying to like combine all your videos?
Oh yeah, I had so because in total it's like between 20 and 30 minutes each. Yay, we have you again. Can you hear me? I think she muted herself. Okay, that's fine. I can't hear you, sweetheart. I don't know if you're talking or not. Say something. Can't hear you. Maybe your microphone is not plugged in or not connected in the area in the settings. I can't think right now. I'm so I've been up since 6:30 this morning. So
yeah, I'm gonna be up all night. I still have to pack and do laundry and everything else for tomorrow.
Well, only a half an hour of me bothering you left.
Not bothered.
But yeah, so because the videos are like 20 to 30 minute long recordings, once I smush them together in Premiere and I go to export it, it takes like anywhere from 20 to 50 minutes for that to completely export. So like I spent all day yesterday of just like, I'm going to combine camera 1, part 2, and make it just one video. Camera 2, part 1, part 2, part 3. Export it, make it one video. So I did that for every single episode yesterday. And it literally took me from like 8 o'clock in the morning until 10:30 at night to finish doing that.
Let's see. I do have one other funny Halloween story. When I was in college, we got someone to convince the stereo was possessed.
How?
Okay, well, we were in our dorm rooms, and there was a way through the dorm rooms to run one wire, like when wires from one room to another, through like the phone jacks, so they were back to back. So it was normally used for because we were on a dry campus. People normally used to put a keg in a room with no people in it, and run the spout through the hole in the wall, basically.
Makes sense.
What we did is we ran a wire from the stereo in my room and then spliced it into the stereo speaker wires of his stereo in his room.
Oh.
And then in the middle of the night, we would play soft, like Gregorian chants and stuff, and his roommate would tell him he was hearing things.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah.
that poor kid.
So
like, why am I hearing all of these creepy chants?
And then he unplugged his stereo from the wall, and of course, since we spliced it right to the speaker wires, it still would play. Oh. He would unplug the speakers, would do the same thing. So he's.
Oh, that's so mean.
It was college. We thought it was fun at the time.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's funny, but like I'm sitting there thinking, like that poor kid. He's probably thought he was like going insane. Aw.
She said she was going to try again. She put a message on there.
Okay, yeah, I see it now in the message, yeah.
Yep. And then another thing that you could do in college, I never did this, but if you wanted to get at somebody who had locked their dorm room, you would take a record sleeve, fill it full of shaving cream, stick it under the door frame, and then stomp on it. It would basically cover the entire room in shaving cream.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah, I never did that, but I've seen that done to people.
Let's see. Is it going to work this time? Is it going to let you talk? Nope. I can't hear you, darling. Oh. There's got to be something going on with the microphone that she's using. It's probably just like... Oh my God, is that a kitten?
Yeah, one of my 2 cats. They're both they're both stressed out because they just got moved here, and I had to put one of my 3 cats to sleep on Friday. So.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So one of them's there. She had her sister. They're both 16 years old. So her sister's missing. I'm sure missing her. So, yeah.
Poor kitties. At least they have each other to snuggle with, though.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no. I brought her to the vet about a week and a half ago because she was just gotten really thin, and she had dropped down to 6.4 pounds, and all her blood work was off. So I brought her back 10 days later, and she had lost another 0.4 pounds, and her blood work was still all messed up. So he said, yeah, she probably had some type of cancer. So it was at 16, and I would have loved to have tried to do stuff. But at 16, she would never survive the treatment. She was just too old and too sick to have anything done. So
that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. She left again. I was just about to try and see if I could mess with the audio in the control room on my end. When she comes back in, I'll see if I can fix it from here. I really don't like using Hangouts, but it really is the easiest way for me to just like set these things up so fast. I could be using OBS like Jeff does with his streams, and it would look a lot nicer. But I don't know. It's just a lot more work that I have to put into it when it's just sort of an hour-long thing. If it was like a 2-hour stream, then yeah, I would use OBS, but I just don't feel like it.
And like you said, you've been up all day and you've been working and stuff. So
yeah. My kid thinks an hour is sleeping in. All right, don't leave this time. Let's have you try to say something. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fix you here. Hang on. Let's see. Turn you up. Okay. So I've turned you up. Let's see if that works. I'm going to turn everybody up. Turned up for what? Okay. Now say something. I still can't hear you, darling. Let's see. Have you gone into your computer settings or like even in the settings in Google Hangout? Because if you go to the top and click settings, you can actually select which microphone and webcam and speakers it is. If you have, say something in the chat because like I said, I can't hear you. Yeah, my kid woke me up early. So, like, it's actually kind of cute. My kid was playing with his tablet last night while Jeff and I were watching Blade. We decided to have a Blade marathon. And all of a sudden, things get quiet. And anybody that has kids know quiet is not a good sign.
No, very bad.
So I was like, crap, what has he gotten into? And so I go in his bedroom, and all I see is this, like, giant pile of pillows with a blanket over the top of it. And I'm like, is my kid in here? Like, I hear his tablet. Did he just, like, leave his tablet under a pile of blankets? But I run around. I can't find him anywhere. And so I lift up the blanket, and I see that, like, inside this giant pile, inside this giant pile of pillows and underneath the blanket is my kid passed out. He fell asleep watching, like, trains on YouTube. So I like took the tablet away and like pulled his head out of the blanket and like let him go back to sleep. But it was so freaking cute. Just this little pile of child. But spooky stories. I can't, like I said, I can't think of anything spooky from when I was traveling, but kind of spooky. I remember, I think I was about 12 and my dad took me out to my uncle's cabin on a lake. So like one of my uncles has a cabin on a lake in Washington. So he let us drive out there. Like we didn't go in the cabin. We just, you know, it's on the lake and there was supposed to be a meteor shower that night. We thought, oh, that'll be great. You know, it's out in the mountains, so there's no light pollution. We'll just be able to sit there and like watch all of these shooting stars. That sounds great. So we set up camp right on the beach next to his dock and our little camp chairs. and we watched the meteor shower. And at one point, there's this one meteor, and it's going, and then this thing shoots up. It looks like a rocket shooting up from Earth towards it. And wow. I think not this meteor, or it probably wasn't a fucking meteor, but like it literally was going like this, and then this rocket shot up, and it stopped and reversed directions until it left and like was just gone.
Wow.
And me and my dad were like, all right, that's a little spooky. Like, what the hell is that? And, you know, didn't really think anything of it at the time, like, other than the fact, like, ooh, that's spooky. Like, I wonder what it was. But then, like, maybe a year or two later, we're watching some unanswered show, like, kind of like History Channel's Alien show, but, you know, it's the 90s, so got that weird 90s kind of feel to it. And they were talking about this footage from a satellite in orbit, and you see this like unidentified object flying over Earth, and then what looks like a rocket shoot up, and then it changes directions. And I'm looking at it, and I look at my dad, and I'm like, we saw that. We saw that shit. Like, you and I together, we saw that shit. And he's like, I don't remember that. I'm like, how do you not remember that? Like, that's spooky. How can you forget something like that? But, you know, then again, he's not the one named Memory, so haha.
Exactly.
But, like, yeah, that shit, that's still with me. I see it on, like, all sorts of, like, do UFOs exist TV shows? Like, that footage freaks me out because I remember seeing that from the ground during that meteor shower, and it just really freaked me the fuck out. Like, did they know we were having a meteor shower, and that's when they decided they were going to come check out Earth because no one would notice their weird alien plane thing flying towards Earth?
No, my favorite quote about UFOs will still always be the fact that the reason I know that there's intelligent life in the universe is that none of it has tried to contact us. I've worked in customer service too long. I have little faith in humanity as an intelligent species.
I think humanity is an intelligent species. We just have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
We got so close. We were doing so good. And then all of a sudden, now everything's regressing and people are hating each other for things outside of their control. And it's just, I want to get off the ride.
I completely agree. I used to pay a lot more attention like to Twitter and stuff than I do. I don't pay much attention to it because it's just no. People are just being mean. Yeah,
people are meanie poo heads on there. That's why I retweet dogs a lot. I retweet dogs a lot, and I keep my political shit kind of quiet on there, except for when I can't. When I'm just like really tired of seeing something, I'm like, all right, I'm a fucking lay down. I'm gonna lay down the law via memes.
Yeah.
And then people get mad at me. Yeah. I lose followers anytime I say anything political. That's why I don't anymore. Not very often. Like, I can't. Because I have a lot of people that disagree with me that stick around and are awesome, but then I have a lot of people that are like, wait, you're not just retweeting Q puppies? You're not just like, what? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think I post anything on Twitter because I have like 5 people who follow me, so it's like, and I think Jeff is one of them. And I talk to Jeff 2 or 3 times a week on his gaming stream. So
yeah, his streams are funny. Like, I like the fact that he started doing like squats for chats and stuff.
And then he hurt himself the first day.
Yeah, well, he did like. He did a lot of freaking squats, like almost 100 squats.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Actually, I should do that. I'm going to do that. If you guys super chat me, I will do, let's see, I will do 1 squat per $1. So if you do anything under $5, I will do a squat per $1. If you donate $5, then I will do... What will I do? What will I do for $5, Brett?
I don't know.
What should I do for $5?
I couldn't even do jumping 1 squat. So
should I do witchy jumping jacks?
Sure.
No, I think I'm gonna stick with squats. Yeah, I will do 1 squat per $1. I will totally steal Jeff's shtick.
Yeah.
Burpee. I'm not fucking doing burpees. I can't. Like, they hurt my knees so bad. I I was a really dumb teenager and I went snowboarding on cocaine and hurt my knees and my hips. So I can't do burpees. I can do squats, but I can't do burpees. It's just too much. Planks? You can't see me if I do planks. I'd have to move my webcam down to the floor. Lunges for $5? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So anything under $5, I will do. Matt. All right. So that would be 5 lunges, right? Two lunge. If you do one leg twice. No, wait. Let me reword this. So anything under $5 is 1 squat per dollar. $5 or more are lunges, and I'll do 2 lunges per dollar. So 1 leg and the other leg. That'll be my 2, right? I got $5, so I have to do lunges now. All right. Perfectly. Give us some audio testing while I do lunges. It's still not working. You poor thing. What is wrong with your audio? All right, that's 1. Oh, my butt is gonna be so mad at me. And I'm drunk. I'm drunk doing lunges. This is great. All right. 2. See, the trick to doing a good lunge, it's not just the going down. You actually have to squeeze your glutes, which is why lunges suck. Oh my God, my butt. Wait, how many was that? Was that 3 or 4?
4.
It was 4? I think it was 3.
Oh.
All right, you get an extra one, Matt. I'll give you 6. That was 3 is in my book. Okay. Other spoopy things. More spoopy things. Have you ever seen a shadow person?
No.
Dude, shadow people are fucked up. So there's 2 kinds of shadow people in my book. So this is the last one. I think you're getting an extra one, but whatever. So there's 2 kinds of shadow people. There's the spoopy, ghosty kind of shadow people that are just like, hey, I'm here. I just want you to know I'm here. And they don't do anything. They just kind of like appear out of the corner of your eye or like in the corner of the room. You know, you just kind of see this shadowy figure, but then when you look again, it's gone. Those are shadow people. Then you have the really spoopy shadow people that are like super angry shadow people. Yeah. And they're like, I want you to know I'm here so bad that I will continue to show up and things are going to start going haywire because I am mad at you for something or I'm just mad in general. So a spoopy story, not from when I was on the road, but right around the time I got off the road. So I was here in Eugene and I was couch surfing at this house. Like one of my road friends had made friends with this girl. And so that girl allowed me to squat on her couch while I was trying to get off the road and pick up my feet. And what I did was because I didn't have a job, I just basically was their live-in maid. Like they gave me a free place to live. I would make sure their house was clean because her and her roommate worked full time and like both of them were chefs. So they worked like 16-hour days. So by the time they got home from work, they did not want to clean and they did not want to cook. So I'd do some like basic cooking. They would make it all nice and floofy. And then I would like clean up afterwards. And like while they were gone, I'd make sure their house was like nice and tidy. Right. So one time, okay, headphones. One time I was at home alone, just me and my dog, and I'm cleaning the kitchen. And all of a sudden, the microwave starts doing Morse code at me.
Wow. And
I thought that maybe I had put a timer on for something and forgot about it because I was like, I don't know. That would be the logical thing. Like, I just went over and put a timer on for no reason. What did I put a timer on for? So I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, whatever. So I, made it stop beeping. And I went back to cleaning. And then I did it again. And I was like, okay, I know I didn't set a timer this time. Like, I don't understand what the hell is going on with this whole fucking beeping thing. So I unplugged the microwave because I was like, all right, I'm fucking tired of the beeping. I just want to clean this kitchen and make it all nice and neat for my roommates. So I unplugged the microwave, and maybe like 5-10 minutes later, my roommate comes home from work and I'm telling her about this. I'm like, yo, your microwave was like beeping Morse code at me. It was really weird. So I unplugged it. And right as I tell her that I had unplugged it, it started doing fucking Morse code again while it's unplugged.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So that really freaked me out. And then, holy shit, squats. 20 squats. Okay, I will do 20 squats after this story, because if I don't, I'm going to forget what I was talking about. So, holy shit, 20 squats. See, my train of thought. So another time, like a couple days later, she comes home from work, and I had, cleaned up the house, and she brought me a beer, and she brought herself a beer. So we each had our own bottle of beer, and we're sitting out back and in this little patio area. And we've got one of those old school barbecues, not the gas kind, the kind that you just put like charcoal underneath it. And then they've got the like lid that's kind of round, but it's got a flat top. Mm-hmm. So we set our beers on top of the grill, on top of I'm fucking barbecue. Jesus Christ. I'm such a mess today. So we set it on top of the barbecue, and we're talking, and all of a sudden, like, I'm here. She's probably as far away from me as like maybe like 3-4 feet. And all of a sudden, my beer out of nowhere is like, it's on the barbecue. It goes straight out right in between us, hovers there for a couple seconds, and then goes straight down.
Wow.
Like as if something had grabbed it and then just let it go. Both of us, like just right in front of us, and then it shattered on the concrete. And I was like, okay, your spoopy ghost really don't like me. And like I had all of these like weird shadow people in the living room trying to fuck with me after that, and then we ended up moving to a different house and they went away. That's my spoopy story. I see you took off your hippie costume for Halloween. Very funny, Robert. Okay, so I have 20 squats and 5 more sets of lunges. So let me do the 20 squats, and then I'll do the lunges. So tell me something. You said you don't have any spoopy stories, but like, what is your favorite costume to wear for Halloween?
I have to think about that, because I haven't done Halloween costumes in so long. I don't even remember anymore.
No,
I'm not a social person, unfortunately, so I don't get out and do stuff like that.
I'm the same way. Like, there was a Halloween party yesterday, and I could have gone to it. Was that 9 or 10? This one's 10. I could have gone to it, but like we didn't have a babysitter, and I didn't want to go without Jeff. So we just sat at home and watched Blade, and I like did video editing. And then kind of why I decided to dress up today, because I was like, the only other time I'm going to get to is trick-or-treating, and that doesn't really...
Yeah.
I have to work the next day, so it's not like I'm going to party on Wednesday. This is weird. How does Jeff do this?
Hey, like I said, I couldn't even do 1 squat, so...
Well, you have an excuse. Crap, I lost count. How many was that? Was that 15 or 16?
15.
That was 15? Okay, so 5 more. So 5. This is weird. 4. I thought about 3, 2, hang on. 1. Okay, so I work out like every day now, because I've got oh, you can't see it. I've got it covered up. Yeah. I've got 75 days until my 30th birthday. So I want to be in really good shape by January. So I've been working out like...
Good goal.
Yeah, so I'm trying to work out every single day, and I thought about like recording a Monday through Friday workout series, just to be like, this is what I'm doing. You can do it if you want to, but I don't know if people would be interested in that. So, and then I have 5 more lunges. Let's do backwards lunges. I think that's a lot easier. But oh my God, why am I working out in a turtleneck? Oh, I did not think this through. This is so warm. I'm not almost 30. Yes, I am, Matt. I turned 30 January 11th. Isn't that crazy? I have known Matt a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad that I'll be in Vegas the month after you guys are.
That is so... I'm losing count. I think I'm giving someone extra lunges right now, but whatever. Okay, there you go. Why am I working out in a turtleneck? Oh my God, a turtleneck and a wig. Very attractive. But I took some pictures earlier, and one of them, like, because I did it at like kind of a low angle, I got like a triple chin going on, and I showed it to Jeff, and I was like, I showed you my spells. Answer me. Please respond. All right, let's see. This is too spoopy. Gotta go, Mems. Thanks, K-Dirt, for hanging out. Squatch it. Hi, husband. You can see I really need to like work out more often. I took all of last week off because I roller skated for Lacey's birthday. Not yesterday, but the Saturday before. And like, fuck, it had been well over 10 years since I've gone roller skating. So my like, when I woke up and the day afterwards, I felt like I needed a walker because like everything was sore. So I just kind of like took a few days off, which turned into like a whole week. So now I'm starting back up again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next year when I can start using my bike again. So, because I ended up after I had my weight loss surgery, I bought a bike to do some exercise. And I was up to about 20 miles I could bike at one time, but I haven't been able to do that for about a year. So,
well, yeah, definitely once you get your knee all healed up, that'll probably be awesome.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I can ride my exercise bike fine right now. I'm just not confident enough to take my bike out and get stuck somewhere.
So Danielle says, would you ever consider putting workout videos for Patreon? That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, so like right now, what I'm using my Patreon page for is like, I really need help with season 2. So I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but this weekend was just not my weekend. Like I've kept trying to like edit, season 2 and just everything was happening to prevent that. But, what I'm doing is basically like editing the videos. Once I get done with episode 1 editing, I'm going to upload it for you guys, for my patrons. And then I want your guys' feedback on it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to edit all of them and then get really good feedback that I like and have to change every single video. I'll just like make the one, get your guys' feedback, and then I'll go from there. So that's what I'm doing. So in between then, I'll probably be also recording some other videos and putting them up on Patreon for feedback before I upload them officially. So yeah, absolutely. We'll do some workout videos on there. I've got another buy it and try it on a piece of tech hardware. So that should be coming up within the next month or so. That's pretty exciting. Throw a glitter bomb. No more glitter bombs, please. Hi, Brockus. I have a Brockus in the chat.
Well, you've only had one glitter bomb.
I know. One is plenty. I don't need any more glitter bombs.
I remember watching that stream. Just the look on Jeff's face when that open was just priceless.
Yeah, he's not the one that had to clean it up. Brockus says, I don't know why, but you look oddly hotter with white hair and a witch appearance. How many times has Jeff nutted because of this costume? This is the first time I've worn this costume, so I guess we'll find out tonight, Brockus. but then he'd be contaminated with glitter too. Yeah, you definitely don't want to definitely don't want glitter bombs. I'm hitting 35 on the 29th of January. Cool. You're 5 years older than me, around the same month. Let's see. I now have a gif of Mems doing squatches in a turtleneck. You want, Jeff? I want it. Send me that gif. Tweet the gif to me. I want that gif. I will download it and I will use it as like a reaction gif.
Nice.
Mems is the one who taught me how to make gifs on my phone. Yeah, dude. Fucking Samsung phones are amazing. So, like, totally gonna show you guys how awesome these are. If you have a Samsung Note 8 or above, so you have your little stylus pen, right? But then if you go, we'll leave this here. Let's pull up YouTube and we'll pull up some random ass video like your movie sucks. And I'm going to turn down the volume because I don't want to get demonetized or ad revenue stolen. Skip ad. Okay, so I've got this. I got to get that thing to pop back up again. All right, here we go. So you have this thing, right? You tap Smart Select, and then over here it says GIF animation. And then you can just pull it up to where you want it to be. Let's see. Okay, and then hit record, and it will record up to 5 seconds. And then you hit stop whenever, and it makes a little GIF on your phone. Cool. So that's pretty cool. If you want to like make your own reaction GIFs, that's what I do. It's how I made all of mine. So now you guys know I'm teaching the world cool things about their cool phones. I actually
have to buy a new phone tomorrow.
I recommend if you're going with a Samsung phone, the Note 8 is pretty great. They just came out with the Note 9, which has some other cool features, but I went with the 8 last spring. Yeah, last spring. I love it.
Because for some reason, mine just keeps basically opening stuff at random.
Oh, I hate that shit.
And they brought it into the store. They have no idea why. So I was like, well. So I figured it's like $119 smartphone. So I should probably get a better one.
Yeah, that is the one problem with like when you upgrade to one of these like phones like I have is like they're so goddamn expensive. Like my phone is $1,000 phone. It's $40 a month for the phone, and then I went with the like protection plan for $10 a month. So I pay $50 a month just for the cost of my phone.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go that far. I think I'm gonna go mid-range, try and get like maybe a $400 phone this time, which will have a better camera. Then I don't have to haul my camera around when I go traveling as much.
Yeah. If you're traveling, you definitely want a good piece of hardware that's going to collect video for you. I'm having such a brain fart. There we go. The bespectacled archivist says, just wanted to say thanks, Mems, for inspiring me and my friend to actually get started with our road trip plans from Mr. Firehead on Twitter. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for you to come to the US. And I think you said you're out in the UK, so maybe Brett can meet up with you when he goes out there tomorrow. Let's see. Might have to leave this chat. Don't leave. Does Jeff nut like a glitter bomb? Oh my god, no. Brockus, what the fuck? Glitter is the herpes of the craft world. That's true. So I don't know if you noticed I've got glitter on my lips. It's not glitter lipstick. I just have lipstick and then I put glitter over it. There's this cool stuff called unicorn snot, and it's this like gel. It's body gel with glitter in it. And the nice thing about it is it only goes where you want it to go. So it's not like open it up and then powdered glitter everywhere, which is obnoxious. And it washes out really easy. So I recommend the unicorn snot. Mems is in disguise. I'm a spy. Yes, I am. I'd hire her into an adventuring party. Every party needs an informant. Yes, I am the best informant. So I'm going to have to end this here within the next couple of minutes because Jeff's stream goes live at 4 p.m. So all of my Spoopy patrons and Spoopy friends that are here in the chat, y'all should definitely migrate over to Jeff's channel because he's doing his Wingnut Roundup, which is always fun. Everybody loves the Wingnut Roundup. I personally love it. Some of the things that he looks into on that stream are ridiculous and silly and just... it's a good time. But thank you guys for hanging out. Brett, do you have any last words before we end the stream?
No, it's nice to talk with you again, though.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for showing up. Like I said, I'm always appreciative to have you here. You're the only person that's been in every single stream of mine.
I'm glad to have been here. It's been fun.
I know Perfectly Faded really wanted to be in here, but for some reason the audio just didn't work out. So next time, Perfectly, okay? We'll have you in here. Again, thanks, chat. Go over to Jeff Holiday's channel. He's going live in 3 minutes, and I will be in the chat. So come say hello to me. Come say hello to Jeff, and I will see you guys later. Ciao.